we have Senthil Damodran from Dallas, Texas, USA. And she'll be giving a talk on Kundalini Yoga for family life. She's from Tirupur. Tirupur is an important town for Vethathiri because that is there. It is spread far and wide and deep. In the last 4 years, she has been in the US, and she and her husband, Mr. Ganesh, both of them are deeply involved in Vethathiri, and they're associated with both the centers at Dallas and McKinney in Texas. One thing I liked about Swamiji's system is that generally when we talk about yoga, somebody meditating, a 20-year-old boy or girl meditating seriously, the parents will be very much worried. They'll think, oh, this fellow will run away from family. He'll go as a brahmachari or things like that. Whereas Vethathiri Maharishi says that you need to do Kundalini Yoga to lead a beautiful family life, a harmonious family life. Today we see in every family there's so much of difference of opinion between husband and wife and diverse, and so many things are becoming very common. Whereas if they start practicing sky yoga, both husband and wife, you will find that that family is a beautiful family, and the children, the whole unit will be so positive. And that is the basic concept of Vethathiri Maharishi. And here also both husband and wife are totally involved in the system. You can imagine that compare it with other families. Now, without taking much time, I would request Senthil Damodran to give a talk on Kundalini Yoga for family life. Over to you, madam.
Be blessed by the divine. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, properly? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Be blessed by the divine. Thank you, Ayya, for the wonderful introduction that you have given us. It really means a lot. I will get started. Give me 1 minute. I'll share my screen.
Yes, it is okay.
Are you able to see my slideshow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Very good morning to one and all present here. My name is Senthil Damodran, and I will be sharing my experience on how I became an aspirant of Sky Yoga, and how it actually changed my life, family life, right? So, as we all know, everybody is unique in this world. I think this is not working. Sharing, 1 moment.
Yeah, it is there, Kundalini Yoga and family life. That this thing is there. Slide is there.
Sorry, yeah, I can't see it. 1 moment, let me. Okay, now I can see. Aya has given us a wonderful introduction as well. I am practicing Kundalini Yoga for the past 4 years, and I have completed the Arunindiyar course. It has actually changed my life immensely. And rather than speech, I wanted to tell you that I'm going to share my experience on how it changed the family life for me. Everyone in this world is unique, and we have our own goals and aspirations. So I want to ask a question for everyone. What is your goal in family life? Some might say, I want to live a happy life. and others will say, I want peace in my family life, and some might say, I want a healthy life, and I want to live in harmony. There could be multiple variations in our goals, but the ultimate goal is to have understanding and harmony in our family life, right? That is the ultimate goal that we want in everybody's family life. So we have so much distractions when it comes to life. It's in general, even a small kid, if you ask, um, are you able to complete your work without any distraction? It's not possible for that kid to do it, because there will be multiple distraction for him or her in his daily activity. So when we talk about our family life, I wanted to bring this topic of habit, compulsion, and addiction. There was a very interesting lunch session that we had in our workplace, which talked about habit, compulsion, and addiction. And the turnaround, the people who attended that session, it was really great. So many people attended. So we all know, as individual person, we all know what is distracting us, what is our good habit, what is our bad habit. So that there should be there is a thin line between a habit becoming a compulsion and the compulsion becoming an addiction. So they say it's a cycle. So going on to the habits, how it is becoming a distraction to us. Is smoking a habit? Is watching videos without for a long time, is it a habit? Waking up early, is it a habit? So we have to analyze within ourselves what is a good habit and what is a bad habit. What if I say video games in the younger generation, that is becoming an addiction? It's not even a habit, it's becoming an addiction. We have small kids at our home, so we know what's going on. And I have friends who have so many kids who are becoming addicted to TV time, screen time, or like they are getting lost in the social media themselves. So we have to think about how we can inculcate or cultivate a very good habit for in our younger generation that will help us to lead a very beautiful life. So the distractions of or the addiction cycle, this one, it has to change. And how it changed for me, if you ask me, did I have a habit? I had the habit of eating a lot of sweets, and I had the habit of sleeping late. It did happen. I know that everybody that is present in this will have or can identify one habit which is something which you want to um, get rid of, right. So that habit we have to focus on, and make sure that it does not become compulsion. So that's when, if you are getting used to the habit, that becomes a compulsion. And there are things that people do out of compulsion rather than out of a way. There are people who do the things out of compulsion. Their friends may say, okay, let's go and do this, and they do it. So it's not even needed in our family life. So that we have to think about that as well. And there is a, as we discussed, there is a thin line between the compulsion and addiction. So we have to make sure that the habit or whatever we do out of compulsion does not become an addiction in our lives. And these are just few samples that we have in our day-to-day life. It's not just one thing that we should focus on. These are the things which actually hinders our day-to-day life and making us not to reach our goals. Before we talk about how we can overcome the distractions in our life, I want to talk a little bit about greatness of woman. Because when we talk about family, family, it's a group, right? And woman plays a very big role in handling or in promoting the family life, and she is the pillar of strength. We all know that we have our mother, we have our sisters, partners, and then daughters. There are so many roles that a woman plays, which actually makes them multi-talented and multifaceted. That's what I would say. And in this modern world, we even take more responsibilities, taking care of family, taking care of work, and taking care of the kids. And it's just sometimes it's just we are doing multiple things at the same time, which actually puts immense pressure and stress in the family life. And um, and also, there is one concept that Maharishi also always says: Bhakti Marga is the initiation towards our spirituality. And whenever we talk in a family, the mother or a grandmother, they try to inculcate the initiation of the Bhakti Marga within the family. They do pujas every day. Evenings, they light up the candle and then do pujas. In any religion, it's our mother or yeah, father. They inculcate that habit of introducing the religion in the family and taking it forward. So that is the spark, or that is the place where actually everything starts. The journey towards our spiritualism starts when, in the younger age, when the kids are taught to believe in something, believe in the greater power, and take the journey towards the spirituality. And in even in my life, I have faced my grandmother would say some Ramayana stories or Mahabharata story to me when I was a young kid, to start understanding the concepts of Bhakti Marga. So in earlier days, only like we have talked about, we have known about rishis, and we have known about siddhas. In earlier days, they can practice meditation, and they can attain the spirituality, or they were able to do it when they left the family world, and when they were able to come in isolation and focus on ourselves themselves, and bring the spirituality, and start doing the Kundalini Yoga. Even to say the word Kundalini Yoga, I am feeling so blessed, because um, it was only for certain people it was blessed, and only they were able to follow the Kundalini Yoga in their life. That those were early days. But I think when everything changed, when people started exploring how we can bring the yoga and meditation to family life, Maharishi's thought was really the one of the best, because he thought, in order to attain world peace, it should start within the family. It should start with oneself first, and then it should propagate to the family. And if it is within the family, it can certainly reach the next level within the society, where the family lives, and then it comes to world peace. So everything starts within the family, and it's due to the thought of many siddhas and many leaders like Maharishi, that this yoga and meditation have been widespread, and it is easily available, I would say, to all the family members in this world. um, if you can think about it, in the early days, I would like to bring a small example of Gautama Gupta or Siddhartha. He was a king. How many things he might have? He has to leave everything. He has to leave all the worldly pleasures, and being a king, he left it, and then he has to go to the unworldly things, and he has to explore himself. He started doing meditation, and then he attained enlightenment. And if he had not done that, we would not have got this beautiful thing in this world, right? That Buddhism will not have initiated. So they have to do that much sacrifice in order to attain something. And however, as our world had evolved, and as we have evolved, the understanding of how we can do the yoga and meditation within the family life has also evolved. That's my concept. So I think all the thought process of all the early sages and siddhas and Maharishi, he's also considered as one of the Siddha. So their thoughts have actually brought us to this place where we can enjoy the great experience of doing sky practices, right? And yes, so during the COVID times, I think that's when most of the people were stuck within themselves. They were always within a community, within themselves, and then they started exploring things, and that's when it happened to me as well. The sky yoga practices, I have joined it during that time, and I would say it is really a boon to mankind to be able to practice this wonderful experience. So, as we all know, we are all sky aspirants, and even we have professors and Arulindiyars. So we have three things that actually helps us to um, take it forward. So for our body, we have the simplified physical exercise. For the soul, we have the Kayakalpa, and for our mind, we have the meditation. It is actually categorized in a very useful and simple way to understand. Simplified physical exercise, even a kid can do, and starting from a kid until age of 80, we can do easily. And once I have started doing the simplified physical exercise, it actually created immense change in my body. So it makes us flexible. It actually regulates the enzymes and hormones in our body, and there are so many things, so many changes that I have experienced physically. And Kaya Kalpa, as the word says, Kaya plus Kalpa, it is actually strengthening your body and strengthening your soul, right? It improves the life force within us, and it reduces pain, and it also causes it is kind of a prevention technique. There are people who are giving loads of money to gain their youth. They are taking multiple medications, but I think the very best thing that could reverse age is Kayakalpa. So continuing the practice of Kayakalpa actually helps, and it will show immense benefits to our body. And meditation, how I have faced is when we do meditation, our mind gets focused. And I know, in like there are days where I have done meditation, and there are days I have not done, and I have seen a difference. So the days I do meditation, my day will be very smooth, and I know what to do next. And I can do all the things one by one. I can finish all my chores, and then I'll have even some free time. I won't be distracted. I won't be on my phone all the time, or I won't be doing something which I should not. That kind of routine, it helps us keep up the routine meditation when our mind is focused. And the days I did not do it, there is a change where it actually it's not so good like how it was before when I did the meditation. And there are so many different types of meditation. As we all know, we have been practicing it every day, and every meditation comes with its own benefits. And the main thing that you will feel is it brings peace. It brings the inner balance, inner peace, which will really help in family life to continue the day-to-day experience. How we can focus on the things that only we need, not on the other things. And not only this, when we learn more and do the sky practices, the introspection that has helped a lot for me. So there are things when we say, is it really needed? That is the question when I put to myself when I introspect. Is this really needed at this point of time in my life? Is it really needed? And then based on that, I can take a decision on how to do that, or how to come out of it. So that really helped. So we all are sky aspirants, and I know we have some beginners, but this is a very beautiful way of having start your day and having the day go and to end your day as well. So it actually regulates everything and gives us a total control on what we do, rather than we submitting to our pleasures or distractions. It is very easy to just go or do something which you really want to do or waste time. It is really easy to do that, but how we can overcome it when we start practicing the sky yoga for body, mind, and soul, it really helps us to overcome it, and only focus towards the goals, not towards anything else, right? Like only focus on the goal, what we want in family life. And I also want to tell you about the benefits that I feel I have attained or we have attained in our family life. First thing, awareness of our actions. So be aware. When I think that I used to have a habit of biting nails. I don't know how many of you have used to have it. So even a small action of doing biting nails will have an imprint in my it becomes an imprint, and it's get imprinted in the genetic center, and it will be passed down somewhere along the line down my generation, and somebody like maybe from in the 10th generation or 27th generation, they will have that bad habit. So when I have the awareness that I am going to what my actions are, I'm going to get the reaction, and also it's going to be continued through generations. I will have an awareness to stop that right now. So I have come out of that completely. So not only that, so being aware and present in the moment. So be present in the moment, and rather than focusing on something that you don't want to do is a very good benefit. And in family life, sometimes we tend to think it is our job, it is our work. It's kind of like I have to do this. We have kids. They should listen to what I say. They should do only what I want to do. Or not only with kids, even with parents or even with your relatives. You think that you have a say on what they do, and and when they don't do it, or when they not following it, you feel that and that's when anger starts, and other unwanted things start, right? So we have to understand that it is our duty to provide opportunities to the kids, to provide suggestion to others, and we have to understand, and there is an understanding within us which will come, an enlightenment within us which will come, that each and every person is an individual. They have their own choices in life, they have their own decisions in life. So we will understand that it is only our duty to take care of so and so things, and then stop there. Don't expect more than that. The expectations will be small when you start thinking about this. With the sky practices, I have felt it. And also, when the expectation is less, there is less chances of conflicts, because you know that what your work, what is your duty, you know that, and you are not going to expect the same from others. And you know that they have their own individual choices, and it's your duty to only provide opportunities and take their own take in life. So it even brings harmony within the family life when the expectations are less between the husband and wife, or when then the understanding will be more. And it helps us build better habits. To First thing, we wake up early, and then we start the day with the meditation, and then continue with the simplified Kundalini exercise, and then continue doing the introspection throughout the day, and then it brings an immense change in the life. So it's nowadays I can let my kid have their own decision, and I can say, okay, he will learn from that, instead of pushing my kid towards something which I want to do rather than asking what he wants to do. So there is a change in that. And that brings, that understanding brings a peace in life, in the family life. And we all know that at the end of meditation, we do auto suggestions for ourselves and blessings for the family. And that blessings really makes wonders. And I have felt I have felt it in many different ways, because there could be someone whom even for enemies, who would say that, yeah, Maharishi has given that blessing even for enemies, who is not treating you equally, or having ill thoughts about you. Even for them, when we bless them, they either move out of the way, or they try to help you in a different way. It has happened in our lives. So with all the blessings we have seen in family life, there is more harmony, and even the kids are listening to you more, and you tend to listen to the kids more, and there is the inner peace and harmony developing within the family life. And the spiritual awakening is going to the next level, where you can understand and be conscious with the one, be with the one. You will know that what is inside you is the same which is inside the others. So that will help to understand the spirituality more, and take it forward in the divinity. So these are some of the benefits. There could be more, and we are still practicing. I would say I'm not perfect yet, but still practicing it, and doing the sky practices every day will definitely bring the peace and harmony that is most wanted in this fast-paced world. It gives an opportunity to unwind and think about ourselves, and live a holistic and happy life. So with this, I want to conclude my session, and be blessed by the divine. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Such an excellent speech. In a practical manner, have given everything. Okay, yeah, now it's our turn. Anybody likes to share or interact with our speaker, please be free to ask. We can just share our views, and you can pass your comments. Anybody else? You can raise your hands. Yes, Dr. Vijaya, ma'am.
வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
வாழ்க வளமுடன், everybody. It was really reiterating all the processes what Maharshi has laid to enlighten ourselves. And I know you brought that word out, enlightenment. I would just like to, add a bit on that. When I started working on these exercises, Kayakalpa and meditations, I felt that I enlightened myself by, knowing myself and my inner worth, and also connecting to everybody around. And I saw that how what we say and what we act, the words, how important they are. And I understood how Maharshi has put those things so nicely that, connects to what we say here. What goes around comes around. And in karma also, they say, whatever you do, what you sow, you reap. The same thing, when I connected that, and this is what I feel is enlightenment, that Maharshi has, connected to everybody in the universe, that network. So that I realized that when we say something, do something, it goes there. And that is where, some people, when they are upset, angry, how we connect that. And that is not only telepathy, but how interrelated we all are. So I think when you were talking about how we can, tell the children, and how we can make them realize, and then also gives them, like a confidence level. So these points were brought out very nicely. Very good. Thank you, Ma. Valga Valamuda.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your views. Anybody else? Okay. Yes, Balachandra sir.
Thank you, Senthil. It was very heart-to-heart talk, as a family, how you felt as a family person, how yoga could transform your life and bring harmony everywhere. And you also mentioned about Gautama Buddha. Okay, I'm recollecting one point about which Maharishi used to mention. While can you imagine Buddha being such a kind man? Okay, can he just leave his family, his wife and child, and go away? Can you think it's possible? He would not have done that because he was such a kind man. And so Swamiji was able to visualize Buddha's life, and he comes out with one beautiful answer. So let me share that with all of you. So Buddha was a prince, as you all know, and he would be taking over after his father. But then right from young age, he, being a kind person, used to go around and see, and he used to be empathizing with old people, with the dead people, with poor people, and all that. And so the ministers, it seems, they said, if this fellow becomes a king, he's going to trouble us. Okay, we can't have all this facility, what we are having and all that. And he's going to lead a totally different way of a royal life, which will be pro people. And so it seems they all planned, and then they told his father that this person has got some mental problem. You have to keep him aloof. Otherwise, he may be creating problems for us. So he was almost under house arrest, it seems. Okay. And that is why one night he could get a chance. So he goes to his wife, and she's sleeping with all the tears in his eyes, seeing his wife and child. He says, I have to escape from here to find solution to the world problems. I cannot continue here. It is because of that he left. And of course, he becomes a Buddha. Unfortunately, many people think that leaving the family and going like that only can get Buddhahood. He did it under great compulsion. And I'll share one more example with Swamiji himself. What happened was, when he was in Delhi, one a lady, Hindi-speaking lady, so she came to Swamiji and saying that my husband is always saying that I want to become a sannyasi, I want to leave the family and go. I'm fed up with family life. So she said that, Swamiji, this is what my husband is saying. So she thought it's because of the guru that the Shishya is also talking like that. But you know that Swamiji doesn't talk like that, right? He doesn't want you to leave the family at all. So he says, okay, take care, don't bother. Don't tell him that you came and met me. So the next day, this man, he comes, Swamiji, I'm fed up with the family life. Let us all go to Haridwar and do meditation. I want to live. So Swamiji said, okay, I'm also getting fed up. Let both of us go. Okay, after 3-4 days, let us plan and go for it. So get ready meanwhile. So the next day again, he said, okay, yes, we are planning to go. Then after a couple of days, he asked, hey, okay, let us all go. But what will happen if we go to Himalayas? Where will we get food? It will be so cold there. What will we do there? Who is going to prepare tea for us? Who is going to prepare lunch for us? Where will we stay? He started asking so many questions to make him realize that leading a sannyasi life is not going to be that easy. Here at least your wife is taking care of you, your children are taken care of you, you're getting a hot cup of tea early in the morning, and then you can sit down and meditate. So what will you do in the forest? Wild animals can be there, snakes can come, what will happen? So slowly he made him realize that sannyasi life is not the best way of life. You are leading a beautiful family life and you can reach that perfection. You see? So this is how Swamiji has been teaching us. And one more question, which generally people ask. I thought, this is a very good opportunity to share about family harmony life. So between husband and wife, who should be more adjustable? Okay, who should sacrifice more, a husband or a wife? Generally, in Indian families, they will say, okay, yeah, the wife has to adjust with the husband. Okay. Kanavanda, Kallanalum, Kanavan, Pullanalum, Pulshan, all that they will quote. That's what they expected Swamiji also to say. Swamiji said, whoever is more intelligent, that person will sacrifice more. What a beautiful answer. So if you are really intelligent, if you think you are more intelligent than wife, then you should be able to sacrifice more. And he said, if the two kids are fighting, 8-year-old and 5-year-old, so what will you tell to the 8-year-old boy? Why are you fighting equally with that small boy? If he wants a doll, give it to him. So similarly, if you think you are more wise, then you should be better adjusted, more harmonious, more adjusting, more sacrifice and all that. So if both husband and wife are intelligent, what they should do is sacrifice for the other person, adjust to the other person, tolerate the other person. When you start doing that, you will find that family life is not for competition, it is cooperation. You see, the whole attitude changes and you'll find a positive vibration everywhere. The children will also start practicing what their parents are doing and blessing the child when the child is asleep, go and bless and transform them. So, like this. Another definition Swamiji says, if you have, what is an indicator to say that you are spiritually advanced? It is not the size of the beard, okay? It is how much peace is there in your family. That is the indicator for spiritual life, you see. So let us all live up to the expectation of Swamiji that we will lead a beautiful family life. And that is the base for peace in the society, peace in the world peace and all that. So without family peace, you can't have peace anywhere. Even individual peace is not possible. So she has taken such a beautiful topic and shared her experiences. And any of you also want to add your comments, please do so. It's a family, it's a larger family. Okay, so please share your thoughts. You can raise your hands and you can share your experiences also.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Mani Meghalai Murali. Yes, ma'am.
Be blessed by the divine.
Kiran,
Yes, it was so nice. The speaker was saying, Senthil Lama was saying, like addiction, the habit, compulsion, and addiction, how we are taking it in our family life, good habit or bad habit, how we are following in the day-to-day life. It was so nice. Our Guru Vethathiri Maharishi is giving tolerate, sacrifice, and we have to patience, how we are taking our life, day-to-day life. Yeah, I have an experience like when we are following, the parents are following, the kids also is listening. They are not, my kids also taking the classes, the Simplified Kundalini Yoga, but they are seeing us, but not practicing every day, but how we are following our Guru Vethathiri Maharishi's sayings, and they are also following us. Now I can see that how truthful they are. Now she is doing her medical assistant in the doctor office. If somebody is not following the directions, they are not truthful, they will come and say and elevate. The doctor is not following the directions, the patients are suffering, and in their life they are following. And that's what I got it in my family life, how our Guru Vethathiri Maharishi is guiding us through us, and the kids also following the Vethathiriyam. We bless by the divine. And just like to say with these words.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. Be blessed by the divine. Anybody else? Okay, shall we conclude, ma'am?
Kiran Mai had raised her hand.
Yes, sir.
Kiran Mai, she also raised her hand and unmute.
Yeah, okay. Kiranmai Keshari. Yes, ma'am. Be blessed by the divine.
He has to unmute and speak, I think.
No, actually, she said thank you, sir.
Okay, okay,
That's
fine.
fine. Yeah. Okay, shall we conclude, ma'am? Speaker, ma'am, shall we conclude the session?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity that was provided, and it is a very humbling experience to share the experience. And I think for Manimegle Murali Amma, she is my guru here, and she has talked about initiating the kids in our sky practices. I think those are the seeds that we put. It will come, or whenever they want, it is going to be there within themselves, and it will come when they need it. It will grow within them, and it will guide them. Thank you, Manimeglema, and thank you everybody, Vijayamma, for your comments, and thank you, Aya, for the opportunity. Be blessed by the divine. We can conclude, ma.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Actually, we should thank us. Thank you so much, ma'am. Truly said. Okay. On behalf of WCSC Sky Online English Group Meditation, we thank you all for this evening session. And today's announcement. Daily, we are having English group meditation, morning 6 a.m. and evening 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time with the same Zoom ID and password. Please do join each one of you. And actually, 1st and 16th of every month, we are conducting foundation courses regularly. And moreover, it's this 16th August, we are having our 100th foundation course. The special offers we are providing. So everyone can refer your friends and relatives and get benefited through this. Okay, with this, we conclude our session. Thank you so much. This is Visalakshi Saravanan signing off. Be blessed by the divine.
Be blessed.
Okay, thank you, Visalakshi madam, for conducting it beautifully.
Thank you so much, sir. Be blessed by the divine.
Let's conclude.